Hey guys, and welcome to my updated PvE Templar Healer build for the Greymoor chapter. With this setup you're able to heal every content, but it's optimized for trials. You will find advanced and beginner information here. There are not many changes with Greymoor for this build. They only nerfed Symphony, but it can still be used. And remember that they added perfected Master and Maelstrom weapons to the game. As always, let's start with the race. I'm a Breton. The passives increase Max Magicka, Spell Resistance, Magicka Regen, and reduce the cost of Magicka abilities. It's also possible to go with High Elf, Dark Elf or Argonian. Then as always, one healer at least needs Olorim. It gives Major Courage, which increases the damage of everyone when standing in the circle. You only need it on both healers if you split up the group. A second set, I use Mending here. It reduces the incoming damage for quite a lot. Along with Mending we have other good sets as shown before on the sheet. The second healer chooses from those sets. Then as a monster set I got Bogdan, which heals when you are close. Other good sets are Sentinel, Symphony or Earthgore. Then we want to get the Undaunted bonus, so we slot heavy on head and medium on shoulder, because the healer sets always come in light armor. On the jewels I have Arcane with 2 spell damage glyphs and 1 Magicka recovery. Then I put Infused Trait on the big pieces, chest, legs and helmet, and Divines on the small ones. Then I got Tri-Stat enchants on chest and legs only, and on the others Max Magicka. On the front bar I got Master Resto Staff with either powered or precise with spell damage glyph, and on the back bar Olorim Lightning Staff with Infused Crusher or Charged Shock. You can now get master weapons in the perfected version as said before. Now to the skills. We still use Breath of Life to immediately heal up someone. Then we use Illustrious Healing for the AoE and to proc Master Resto Staff. Then I got Inner Light to increase the Max Magicka. If I need something else, I replace this one. Then Energy Orbs or Mystic Orbs. It gives back resources and also has good heals or damage. Then Combat Prayer is a must-have on both healers. It only applies to 6 people. It increases the damage. Make sure to keep it up. We usually don't use the ultimate on the first bar, so slot Meteor, Barrier, Nova or whatever you like for the passives. Then on the second bar I have Unstable Wall of Storms or Blockade of Storms. We need this to debuff the enemies with minor vulnerability and do damage too. With Luminous Shards we support our group members with resources. It restores Magicka and Stamina. It also does damage. Keep in mind that they share the same cooldown as orbs. Then Ritual of Retribution cleanses negative effects, heals and does a bit of damage. One healer in group needs Elemental Drain. If we split up the group, both healers need it. It debuffs the enemy and restores Magicka. Keep it up on bosses and on trash too. Then on the last slot I got Channeled Focus, very nice skill because it restores Magicka to you and increases your resistance. Warhorn is the main ultimate. It increases Magicka and Stamina, and also the crit damage of everyone in the group. Both tanks and healers usually use it in turn. Then there are some other useful skills like the Shield Harness Magicka, then Efficient Purge to cleanse, or Blood Altar for the heals or extra synergy for Alkosh, or also Regeneration to heal up someone. Then Power of the Light is important for you if you don't have a Stamina Temper DD in your group. It decreases the resistance of the enemies. Now I want to show you all my passives. For the class ones we use all. Same goes for destruction stuff and restoration stuff. Also light armor. Then medium armor we use the second, third and fifth only. Heavy armor we only need the first three. Then Fighter's Guild we only need the third. Mage's Guild only the fourth. Undaunted both. Support the first one. Racials, obviously all of them. And Alchemy, this one. And provisioning, those two. I have some others here because I sometimes PvP. Now about the attribute points in Mundus Stone. I put all attribute points into Magicka. And I'm using the Atronach Mundus Stone to increase the Magicka recovery. Let's check the champion points. In the blue one I have 75 into Blessed, 72 Elfborn for the healing. Then to increase the damage I put 49 into Elemental Expert, 27 Spell Erosion, Master at Arms 16 and Thaumaturge 31. Then the green one I got 75 Arcanist and Tenacity. Then to decrease the cost of Break Free, Roll, Dodge and Block I put 48 into Warlord, Sprinter 4, 20 Tumbling and Shadow Ward 48. This sheet is for the red champion points. It's not the same for every trial. Now about the potion and food. As always I use the Essence of Spell Power potions, which increase damage, spell crit and restore Magicka. Those are very expensive. If you want something cheaper but also weaker, then use Essence of Magicka potions. I use them for easy dungeons or questing. Then I got Clockwork Food to increase health, Magicka and Magicka regen. You can also use Witchmother's Drink, which is way cheaper but also a bit weaker. So remember to keep up the buffs and debuffs as a healer. You don't only need to focus on healing. Also support your group members so they don't run out of resources. That's also important as a healer. I think that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask below. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.